shut them up. They all will. You can be certain of that. Vince Colonnese is a radio show host in Washington, one of the smartest people in that city, and he joins us tonight with his reaction to this hearing. Vince, thanks so much for joining us. What do you think of this?
Well, it's amazing to hear Jack Dorsey say that Twitter has culpability for the events of January 6th, because I remember a scrappy media startup called Parler that was accused of that very thing, and it was banned subsequently from the entire internet by the big tech companies. Amazon taking them off their servers, Apple and Google both removing them from their app stores. Meanwhile, Twitter will face no consequence like this because they're powerful and they're well connected. It's interesting watching these three guys show up yet again. It feels like deja vu. They keep testifying before Congress, and yet nothing happens. It's almost as if it's by design. It's like, you know, maybe if we just keep calling them in and browbeating them, the public will think we're actually against them, when in fact all of the people in that hearing are basically on their side. They've been taking their money for years. The Joe Biden administration stocked with all sorts of big tech executives who now have arrived in Washington, and they're on the inside advancing their interests as well. And you know, it's interesting. They're talking about disinformation. Disinformation is the pretext by which they want to censor, and they have been censoring, American citizens. This all started back in 2016, mostly, when Donald Trump surprised the world by winning the election. And it was one of Hillary Clinton's 600 explanations for why she lost. One of them was big tech. I can't believe Donald Trump could communicate with his base there. And as a result, Democrats have been threatening to regulate these companies for the last few years unless they censor American citizens. So where does the censorship happen? Where does the stopping of the disinformation happen? It's on the powerless people. It's on independent media companies.
That's right. That's so smart. Google is incompatible with democracy. If you're not for breaking up Google, you're not protecting democracy. It's that simple, I think. And you're right, they're not. This is Potemkin. Great to see. Vince Colonnese, thank you for that perspective.